Kiki Gushu was also inside, giving us a closer look at what happened in the courtroom. Have a listen.
I sat in the courtroom in the South Carolina Supreme Court and listened as alex-Murdaugh's defense team argued to the 5 justices of South Carolina about why their client deserves a new trial. Now, 2 of those talking points surrounded around whether the former clerk of court in Colleton County, Becky Hill, influenced the verdict of any of the jurors. It also surrounded around the allowance of the financial crimes into the first trial. Take a listen to some of the main talking points today in the courtroom.
Parker versus Gladden, they only needed 10 or 12 to get a conviction. And the Oregon Supreme Court said, well, we had 10 that weren't influenced by whatever the bailiff said. The Supreme Court said very clearly, it doesn't matter, you're entitled to 12 impartial jurors.
That exchange Wednesday at the South Carolina Supreme Court, as justices asked questions of attorneys for alex-Murdaugh and the prosecutors who want his conviction to stand. A key point, whether former Colleton County Clerk of Court Becky Hill affected at least one juror's decision-making. Under the Constitution, a defendant is entitled to 12 impartial jurors. The justices pressed attorneys on whether even one compromised juror is enough to overturn a verdict.
I mean, if only the people that may be innocent get a fair trial, then our Constitution isn't working.
Murdaugh's attorneys say Hill made comments to a juror that implied Murdaugh was guilty. The state said those comments weren't significant. Chief Justice John Kittredge signaled concern over how seemingly minor comments may add up.
We all can cherry pick some of these that are on the surface innocuous. Epic day, big day, and when viewed in isolation, they don't move the needle, arguably. But when those seemingly innocuous statements are considered in the aftermath of the originating statement, not to be confused and misled by the defense, those initial innocuous statements take on a very nefarious message.
Justice John Few was even more direct about Becky Hill's credibility.
If Becky Hill is not credible, it's not because she didn't see it, it's not because she doesn't remember it, it's because she's a liar.
The defense also said allowing extensive financial crimes evidence made the jury think he was a criminal before they had the evidence. Prosecutor Creighton Waters argued the financial crimes weren't just background noise, they were motive.
So what is relevant is not, well, it was just yesterday or it was last week or it was a year ago. What is relevant is what does he know all is about to come out? And that's a decade of him constantly staying one step ahead of the game through one theft as another. And that brings up the second point, that this is all interconnected. It's an unbroken chain, and you can't truly understand, in what is crucial, motive, you can't truly understand the boiling point if you don't understand the slow burn leading up to that.
Now we wait as the South Carolina Supreme Court justices deliberate and make their opinion about whether alex-Murdaugh deserves a retrial. In Columbia, Kiki Gushu, News 19 WLTX.
Kiki, thank you so very much. Coming up in just a moment, we have a criminal defense attorney in our studio to get reaction as to what happened inside that courtroom today. What are some of the key things that happened and what's going to be happening in the days and months to come?
Absolutely. We're going to have more coverage coming up. Right now, though, let's go ahead and